For women entrepreneurs feels like it was 400 years ago. And sadly, the topic of diversity and inclusion still makes the headlines today. What would your perspective on the times today be in the context of this desperate need to innovate our way out of, and pick the list, climate change, civil unrest, depression, pandemic, diversity somewhere? What would be your thoughts on that?
First of all, my heart aches for what's happening around our country, and yet I also in some ways celebrate it. I embrace it, because this is a reckoning that has needed to happen for a very, very long time. I think where I'm seeing glimmers of hope are where beginning to really recognize what it means to have privilege, that is, and how that has become institutionalized, and that they're willing to step aside and make room for diversity. Diversity, I think, had been until now perceived as yes and. I think it has to be reimagined as not a tick list of demographics, but a real competitive advantage in business. Is one important and really hard step, because it's hard to give up anything. But I don't think we get to the kind of diversity inclusion parity by saying yes and. We have to say, enough and more. That's the first step. The second, and I do see this happening, is just this radical empathy. That if we understand one another better, that what comes around in that cycle is also a kind of radical self-interest. Companies that are diverse, and not just diverse, again, in the demographic tick list, but diverse in thought and world perspective, are far more effective. They outperform. So why would you sit on a board of a company and say, I like it just like it is, I'll take a pass on better performance? If we give up a little bit, we will gain so much more by the broader market share and the broader understanding of our customers and the broader reach into the market than if we hold on to this thing that we think is our privilege and power. That would just be diminishing returns as we go forward.